to speed up with this composition. The Gragas in itself and the Rakan already have enough mobility. And that means Trashy should be able to find an easy gank.
Meanwhile, Jankos, he's finding a gank on the bottom side, trying to Arctic Assault forward, and he lands onto Mikyx. That's going to be first blood. Now Kabi isolated from the... See how much vision they've invested. Bottom.
Run, Nuclear, run!
No one else is around to save the day, and they throw everything at Nuclear. Down he goes. Kabi takes the kill, and looks like Splyce are going to equalize on that.
Top lane Pyra.
Yeah, Jankos, he's trying to go forward. Wonder, he gets a hop, he flashes back. His Narbar is nowhere to be found. He was exhausted, and Jankos takes him down. Oda tanking through the tower.
Wait for not to push.
Not only that, Jankos, he has been on form with his ultimate so far, but they might have overstepped their bounds. 2v3, in comes Nuclear. Teleport on both sides. Jankos might fall before this fight even begins in earnest. Mickey, he's got the quickness. He only lands the charm onto Nuclear. In comes Oda, and Jankos gets the final blow onto Mikyx, but a double gnar into the wall. Jankos and Featherfin bringing up the rear. Senkux, let's see if he gets the disintegration. That's one. Not going to find two. Featherfin rooted up here. It's a knock-up, but they have run smack dab out of damage. Kabi and Trashy trying for more here. It's not going to be enough. Flashing forward is Che, looking for Trashy. The damage is still there for Senkux as he gets his cooldowns right back up. Splyce turn around the fight.
Che ran out.
Instead, they look for mid. Okay, it looks like onto the Cassiopeia, the barrel. No, there's no getting out of that one. He flashes, he ults, but they turn right around. Don't even look at him. Although Jankos is coming in around the side. Wonder is locking up Oda. And Featherfin, he stopped up, dodges out the Gnar. And it looks like Senkux comes up with one kill to start
teams. And the fact that his first game is really even, a lot of good trades, just kind of backs that up and fight him in.
But there's Mikyx, there's the combo, and it looks like they have enough damage to nearly clean up Featherfin. Down he goes, and Senkux is on a rampage. Teleport was coming in, canceled, and Wonder, he just keeps on walking through. The curtain call is open. Jankos not able to dodge the last step. They turn their attention to Che here. Unbreakable Will is on, but they might have enough damage to keep him down. And that cow goes in one more time before getting turned into a side of beef, but Splyce aren't done. They're still hungry. They still want to find more. And Oda gets the Blast Cone Express over the wall. Trashy following through. Blue buffs in the fight as well. And they're still going. They already got their burger. They're looking for a side of bacon. Jankos trying to dash away. Bouncing grenade. Nuclear turns
this fight.
Absolutely incredible. As they turn around H2K's aggro, grab themselves a Baron at 23.5 minutes. Splyce firmly in the lead.
When H2K needed to wait for the summoner spells before doing anything.
Looks like it just keeps on coming here. The cow gets popped back into the rest of Splyce. Trashy with the finishing blow. He might give his life for it, though. H2K finding some return damage, and Oda even coming in. They've lost one Baron buff already. Mikyx going in, going out immediately. Jankos going forward and finds the pick off. And now it's going to be Kabi all by his lonesome. Featherfin grabs a shutdown. They're managing to equalize on towers, but maybe they've gone over aggressive again, or have they? Wonder, his Narbar, it's gonna come up, and now they've got time to sandwich the rest of H2K. Down goes Nuclear. However, Wonder's already fallen as well. Curtain calls on. Jankos trying to hold the line. Trashy goes forward. In comes Mikyx for the follow-through. Vel'Koz trying to worm his way into this fight, but they've got Kabi up, and he's gonna get shut down by the snake. Featherfin once again pumping out the damage, and Splyce count their losses.
Let him leave. He's on his way now on the minimap, and they're fighting.
Jankos, but that's the tank right now. Look at how little damage he's actually taking. Wonders around the side, but it looks like Trashy is going to be sacrificed for the good of the team. Che flashing forward, and everybody wants to not take this one. There is the Glacial Prison. The equalizer's down. Mikyx, it's going to channel on the entire team. The curtain call is open, but it was curtains for the Splyce support.
They lost to H2K. They're going for their Wonder needs to be the big hero.
All right, that's the recipe to try and melt through the Baron. They're going to get the smite off. Wonder tries to get the Gnar, but he whiffs it. And now they're going to be able to cut through his health bar. Down he goes in a mini. Featherfin takes down Senkux. Wonder is burning away. And Odo flashing forward, and that's a Narbecue.
What a turnaround again in this. All the fantastic supportive items have been so valuable for H2K as well.
Featherfin's only died the one time, a lot of it due to his own ability to get out of danger, but Nuclear, despite a little bit of a rough start in the laning phase, he's been able to let H2K march in, or are they? Mikyx, he gets a two-man ultimate. They get a barrel to pop right back, but they're running out of damage. Senkux, that backline has been dove, and Jankos with the kill means that Splyce are running for the hills. Down goes inhibitor number 1. And at 33.5 minutes, this is looking like they're going to close out. Curtain call, but Wonder trying for the flank. There's no Vel'Koz. There's no Gragas. There's no damage, it looks like. Mickey trying for the play, but he ends up giving his life in the end, and Kabi just trying to walk it out, nothing doing. And H2K shrug off the Gnar, just like they shrug off the rest of Splyce, and they will lock this one up, put a bow on game number 1, and forget about the playoffs, because this is the gauntlet, and H2K say we want to go to Worlds. 1 game up.
Have to kill Kabi as well in the end, of course, before actually winning the entire game. That last team fight.
A lot of time, and it looks like they do decide on the Renekton. This time around, some similar pieces, but a little bit of different damage sources. Renekton up top can be a big earlier, though. This time, odoamne doesn't know this is happening. Well, maybe he does, turn in where his jungler is. Flash body slam over. odoamne, he slices, trying for the dice, and now flashing. It's gonna be first blood with a club to Wonder. Jankos now running for his life back under the tower.
In his lane, and now, surprise, surprise, level 6 for Galio, right back down in the bottom lane for a kill.
And bring Trashy for good measure. They look for Che. The Grant Hero's entrance is going to hit right on top of Che's head. Nuclear was trying to get out of there, and Shielded Duran flashing forward. Winds of War, Nuclear, nothing in the tank right now. And it's a slow march under the second tier 2. Trashy polishes him off, and Splyce on the dive, get 2 kills.
The exact play. Ooh, might not be that safe.
Fire back. Oh, the charm is on. The quickness Feb of an insta-cleanse. And Senkuk's not quite in the range, but they have the damage to finish him off anyways. And all of a sudden, H2K coming out of the woodwork, but they don't have a Cassio to work with. Trashy stuck under the dragon, and it looks like the coordination was H2K's. They might come up with the spoils right now. Smited down, Trashy having to get out of dodge. Oh, this is oh so much trouble. Splyce bit off way more than they could chew.
What a turnaround. I thought that was just a guaranteed safe Infernal Drake for Splyce. H2K could not react in one-on-one to continue, but all inning for this top lane.
Oh boy, in goes the Crocodile. Jankos soon to follow, and instantly Splyce, no, they can't take this fight. They back away, or do they?
Yeah, let's remember they have Galio ulti. In case H2K tries to tower dive, Galio can join.
All right, 2-man charm. In goes Che, and now Nuclear on the other side. But here comes the hero's entrance. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. H2K trying for this dive, but it looks like the rest of Splyce were hanging firm until Kabi's going to fall. That's 1 reset. Looking for 2 on Mickey, and Jankos is going to be the one who gets that kill credit, and it was not the cleanest, but they pull off the dive up top.
European aggression, baby.
Part of the series we've had so far, but I think that's about to change. Pillar comes up, and odoamne tried for the collapse. Flash away from Senkuk's Wonder, not so lucky. He does have it available, but decided not to use it just till now, tanking a lot of damage. Shield of Durand on. Will this buy enough time for Trashy to come in to save the day? He can't quite do it. Senkuk's going in on top of himself, it looks like. Trashy flashing back out. Jankos tanking the damage, but it's all H2K in this mid lane. And with cleaning up Wonder and Senkuk's, they will claim the spoils of that fight.
They're killing the inhib turret.
Yeah, who needs side lane turrets? That's 1, 2, 3 down the mid lane. It's going to be the first inhibitor of the game. 18 minutes unless Splyce can stop this push. There's still a few more minions left to try and tank up a couple more shots to the opposite side. And H2K comes straight down the front door.
Secure another fight with more kills. And then the one we saw just in mid lane, giving a tower. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, they want to make another play. Hero's entrance coming in, trying for the Tristana, and the tower was gone down before it even began. There's the shutdown. Kabi getting the finishing blow. The rest of H2K trying for the retreat path. Meanwhile, the top
the Trundle.
Che trying to block. H2K, they've peeled off right here. They want to take the fight instead, and look, they've managed to catch out Mickey. Shredding through his health bar, however, at the same time, the Trundle is still wailing away at the base, but this is going to be a hard take. Trashy, no way he can break through that line to try and steal.
Splycer's trying to buy time here for the Trundle to kill that inhibitor.
Knock the barrel in. Okay, headbutt away. Not going to be able to stop this Baron buff. However, they do trade on an inhib. H2K is not able to get away, but back to the main fight. Down in the bottom, H2K finish off that tower.
odoamne can TP into the fight as well.
He's going to start right now. He's already back to base to get himself nice and healthy. Splyce find themselves with 4 members. Crucially losing out on that Trundle. That is inhibitor number 1 taken out and right back to the scene of the original crime. It's going to be the next to fall in the mid. H2K flexing their muscles, looking to try and put themselves up 2-0 in this gauntlet match. Right back to the last tower, still standing inside the base, and a massive recombo. Let's see if they've got the damage. Bobby trying to dish it out. What a huge knockup, but Febivin in the back line, pumping out that damage. Machine gun Cassiopeia, but Wonder finds 2 kills. The front line is melting. Senkuk's on the front. It's going to be a double to odoamne. This is total and utter bloodbath in this top lane. Down goes the cow. And Febivin is going to slither away to tell the tale, but the only...
Take it down.
Yeah, pretty easy peasy at this point. Hard to defend when you're down so many members. The last inhibitor there for the taking. marching the minions into 3 lanes. If Kabi can only get a shutdown, that might turn their fortunes around, but it's desperation time for Splyce. You do not want to be 0-2 to open up the regional.
Any of the 3-4 knockups on the side of Splyce.
Oh, we saw a combo.
We definitely saw a combo.
Just for a second, turning back in, Wonder goes for the hero's entrance. They get 2 root with Zaya and Rakan on the back line looking for Che and Jankos. They're holding it all, and Wonder looking for Nuclear. Bopped back, but do they have the damage? He dodges out the ultimate from Jankos, and they might have enough left in the tank. Those feathers are running out anytime soon. Wonder gets the finishing blow on Nuclear. H2K, they're the ones heading for the hills as Senkuk's
trying to TP on to.
Just in the Baron pit, and now it looks like H2K don't want to give him the opportunity to fight. Trashy stop. There's a CC train on the H2K side, and it's Odo Wamne with the finisher. Kabi goes up. Featherstorm pulls him back, doesn't get the root. Jankos on the front, and it looks like Wonder's trying to get desperately into the fight, but it might be too little. It might be too late. Odo Wamne going forward, but he doesn't find the kill off onto Kabi. That inhibitor is theirs for the taking, however.
Got a few minutes as well if they want to go for more. Towers down to 50% HP. Secure the bot lane in him first. 25 seconds soon to be here on Trashy before he's alive.
Kabi's coming back up. There's the pillar. The hop away from Nuclear. They're going to get in, get out. Exactly what... Yep. Now, shoot what's ever in front of them. It's going to be the Baron. Pretty easy to take that one out with all the damage they're packing. H2K before Splyce can really even muster up an opposition.
Target for Splyce.
Okay, they want to go in to start things off a little bit early. They look for Jankos, look for Che, but they don't have Nuclear, they don't have Febiven. Do they have enough damage? That's a lot of taunts, and Senkuk's, he's going to have to back out. The Cassiopeia ultimate locks up Mickey for just a second, doesn't die. Che goes in to try and finish him off. Nuclear around the side. This one is oh so close. Nuclear being chased away. Can they do it with Stupers and Baron buff inside their base? Justice punch forward for Senkuk's. It's a shutdown. Nuclear grabs one, a double kill, cleaning up the Splyce boys. Can they do it? Wonder is the last man standing, and damn the penta, damn the kill. They're gonna take the Nexus. Game 2 for H2K.
What a crazy game 2, man. Again, it looks so good for Splyce in the start, but H2K with some fantastic calls find their way back in the... Yada yada.
Oh, it's the cannon.
They go cannon. That's fine. Prefer to Jace, but I think seeing Wonder's cannon should be fun. Up in the top lane, it will most likely be AP cannon. There was a package from Senkuk's side to maybe join in as well. He's an engage.
He gets a 2-man knock up, or knock back, I should say, as Jankos was the one throwing the party barrel out. It's first blood instantly for Nuclear. Kabi goes on the hunt. Let's see if Splyce can make the desperation play. Pulling in. Oh, man, they're throwing everything down there. Flashes and dashes. Can they get Nuclear? Trashy hops on and puts him in the pit. He doesn't have the last auto attack. With the exhaust coming down, they might settle for Che, but Jankos turns around, and he's going to be the first to fall. Jankos gets one. Febiven flanking in the back. Doesn't have enough damage to finish anyone else off, but all the same, they're going to pull back Jankos with the hook. Do they have the damage for an equalizing kill? They do. But it's a 1-for-1 that was hard-earned by Splyce.
And once again, they're trying to force the bottom lane, and this time they did get to interrupt Nuclear's jump. But then he got full stacks with the little bomb here on Trashy, so he can actually jump again. That's why he stayed alive on the Tristana. Splyce, though, getting more damage on the turret, trying to see if they can force them back. Nice hook.
Oh, they don't have follow-up damage. Oh, flashing forward. Senkuk's, that was oh so close. But let's see Nuclear. Oh, he's got one! Can't quite get the other. The bouncing boomerang, as it were. Okay, backed away. The Rift Herald's primed up, goes charging in. Let's see if they have the damage. Che gets a 2-man charm. Nuclear tags his way in as the teleport comes a little bit later than maybe Splyce wanted it. It's canceled in the end. Kabi's having to run back as Odo Wamne with the big Gnar lands onto one only, and it's Senkuk's who bites the dust. 3-2 now is the total kill score, but they go too far forward. Wonder gets the finishing blow onto Che. With the hop away, Nuclear thought he was safe. Finish off this tower with Nuclear. They should be able to do it, but Trashy, Mickey, Wonder all threatening right here. Do they have the damage?
Gotta keep in mind, Wonder's ulti is ready, and flash as well.
Might just be able to do it. Trashy getting pulled back away from Febiven. No unleashed power available for him. Looks like finally they'll get it. Odo Wamne steps forward. Is he biting it too far forward? It's going to be the Tristana locked up. There's the Wonder ultimate we were looking for. Do they have the damage to follow through? Wonder is even going to make it out alive. How about that for a ninja? But Febiven fires back up. Mickey. Teleport coming in. Senkuk's is off the cooldown. It's double kill over to Febi, but he's gonna fall. Jankos trying to run for his life, and now it's Wonder throwing out those shurikens. Jankos might just be able to walk away as Che comes through, but Splyce can't up it for a while, and well, I say settle, I am not going to be correct. Febiven, he's going to flash out the pit, the hook catches him on a line, but all of a sudden Jankos is there, Mickey's going to get the play back, and H2K, they brought more friends to this fight. Nuclear's coming up with that kill.
Ooh, yeah, I think Splyce got to keep the carry safe in the back. Baron is started now. Oramno needs to TP in if he wants to fight.
Okay, let's see if they turn for Jankos. Okay, Sivir ultimate on, but there's the barrel to knock them back. Mickey is going to throw down that box, but Che comes in.
Wonder
Stun him. It looks like it's going to be Wonder falling first in this fight as Febivin comes up with the kill, and now Trashy's going down a Dark Sphere. That's 2. Nuclear hopping forward, looking for more. Oh no, Splyce.
For these 80 carries, Corby and Senkox in the back.
Oh, Che, if he wants to go in, he does get a charm onto 1. Mickey X doesn't land the play, a little too fast on that one, but now Splyce, they want to take this fight. Teleport now coming in, but it's way in the back line. They've hooked Jankos out, but Trashy, he's running out of health bars. In goes Wonder, but he can't quite get the stuns he wanted to. Corby does pick up Che off the back half of that one, and the hook is going to pull in Nuclear. Down he goes to Senkox, and it looks like Splyce, they might just have a big fight, but there is a big Gnar who misses a big ultimate, and he's pulled right back in. Trying to hang tough here. 3v3 in the mid. Wonder's tapped out of this fight. He's going down to the bottom instead.
Another big fight in that mid lane. H2K looked to be the one starting it, and then Splyce turns it around. Mickey landing another key hook as well. They didn't believe it either. They're like, this is a guaranteed kill. Nuclear getting caught.
There's a knockback in. He evaporates. That changes things.
Mickey's just smurfing in this game.
Half down the Baron health. Mickey X holding in the front, gatekeeping away so Jankos can't. They turned around one more time! And now it's Febivin caught inside the pick. It's a couple of stuns, but there's nothing else he can do but unleash the power as Corby picks him up. Might be right back onto Baron for the Splyce boys. Che looking to come in. Mega Gnar operational for Ottawamne. Jankos, he could get a miracle steal, but he would need an incredible move into that pit. Let's see if he can pull it off. They've got full vision of the Fat Man right around the backside of the pit. This one's still tense. In comes Ottawamne. Senkox outside the back. The Baron's up for grabs. Can they get it? No, the fight is going to end before it all happens. Jankos gets the smite away, but there's no one but Nuclear to hold on.
But Trashy died during the engagement. Damage by going for GA to try and stay alive if there's an all-in hook.
They pulled Che, and he's going to get melted through. That Senkox starting it off with one quick pick. Senkox holding on as Ottawamne with the Mega Gnar nearly completes. Has to scurry away. Right back into the fight he goes. Mega Gnar comes up. Boomerang Blade looks like Mickey X is the one they're targeting. Wonder he just can't get in this fight. Or can he? Now he wants to go back in. Trashy gets a hop onto Jankos, keeps him locked up for the time being. 1-for-1 trade.
Wonder tried to recall so you could TP back into the fight.
He's going to spend that to just try and take a fight. They don't really want to contest this dragon without a smite. They don't really need to do it. Anyways, Ottawamne locked up on the side. Senkox low.
Wonder's still coming in with flash and ulti. He needs to get in the fight.
Let's see if they can do it. Here he goes, and that is a lot of damage. Not enough to finish anyone off. Dragon falls in all the chaos, but Corby chasing them down inside the pit. That's 1, that's 2. And Splyce, they come up with the fight. Do lose a little bit off the backside, though. Mickey X was the first casualty. Let's see if they can pick up Febivin. Nowhere for him to go trying to lead these minions all the way through. Still dangerous, cornered. If Syndra gets a pick off, that's going to be hashtag worth.
This could be like one of the biggest outplays.
Yeah, but wait for the Jarvan. Just wait for the Jarvan. Auto teleport.
Trash is on the way. He's trying to ruin it. Oh, he's
in! Oh my goodness, you gotta turn it around! He gives his life. Febivin falling, but he did his job. And now Odo's tagged his way in looking for Trashy. Senkox waiting in the wings, flash forward by the Gnar. The action simply does not stop. Che's here for the backup. Trashy is gonna fall. You gotta be kidding me, man. Holding strong, the minions have run out. H2K, gotta back away for now, or do they know they have one more in the back, and they're gonna be able to finish off that tower. 7 for them this game, but Wonder he's back off the fountain. Let's see if they can turn this dragging Splyce around. See if they can close this one out, taking the objectives, not needing to fight here as they have the pressure on their side. Trashy's going low, Nuclear in the front line. On the hunt is Papa Che. He's going to try to stem this onslaught. Goes right back in to try and protect his carry, but pulled into the box. It's Nuclear hopping out. He's exhausted, and now the rest of the team says, that's okay, we got your back. We'll tag right in. And it looks like Splyce are running out of steam here. The inhibitor is going to fall. Minions charging on all lanes. H2K, this looks like the end game for them. We're nigh on 40 minutes. It has been so close.
Wonder's coming from behind here. Actually just canceled it because Febivin walked out to where he was TPing. Flash is ready.
Desperate fight. Trashy, he's a little low.
Wonder, he needs to do it, man.
Let's see if Wonder can make that play. No teleport, but he's got to be able to find the miraculous fight. Knocked back by Nuclear. And now the tour of the base is nearly complete. H2K find 1, 2, 3 inhibitors and Mickey X to cap it all off. And they know objective to try and tank. Here comes Ottawamne around the side. This feels like desperation. There's a 2-man charm, and H2K move into action, melting through Wonder's health bar. Nothing for the Splyce boys to do, and that Gatorade looks to be a celebration for H2K as they keep moving forward. Trashy, he can't do a damn thing. Oh no, and Senkux, yeah, there's nowhere for you to go, buddy. Nard into the wall. It is all on Kobbe to try and hold, but I don't think that's possible.
No, there's so many super minions, 5 members alive as well on the side of H2K, and they're going straight for that Nexus.
Oh my goodness, Kobbe, one last desperation charge, and H2K just say, stay back on the fountain.
He's baiting them into the fountain.
You don't even need to do it. It's going to be the cleanup, and the super minions will be able to do the rest. That is the ace, and H2K, they had some skeletons in their post-game closet, but they are pulling out the big sweep to clean it all up. Moving on to face UOL tomorrow.
And suddenly looking like such